already. Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday evening. I'm Joette McCauley. I am a Stampin' Up! Stampin' Up! Director. I don't even think they have such things. Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from the Finger Lakes region, southern tier of New York State. I don't know. It's hard to describe. Down there, down, not the city. How about that? And I go live Tuesdays, normally on Facebook. However, we have become YouTube exclusive lately. So welcome. Welcome to my, if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do that. I hate chitter chatting. It's not easy for me. Tonight we are going to take a kit and we are going to struggle through the scrapbooking page. I have a template or a sketch that we're going to use, and we're kind of changing it a little bit, but we're going to get through it and we're going to have fun because I've been playing with it and I'm kind of excited, but I didn't want to get it all totally together. I wanted to be surprised just like you are. So if you're here, please say hello. I know the Bills lost last night. My daughter got me this for my birthday yesterday. I wore it for a little bit. I did go to bed a little early. I think it was the fourth quarter of the game. And my Joshua threw an interception with 2 minutes left or something like that. So I went to bed. I just couldn't watch it anymore. It was so sad. So anyway, all right, I got my tea. I'm ready to go, waiting for some people to join us. I see we have somebody watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming. If you can, let me know you're here and subscribe to my channel. All right, so we are using the Nutcracker Tag Kit. All right, so it comes with everything you need. There is no stamping in this kit, so there's no block. This is coming out, I believe, November 1st. I don't think it's out yet. Maybe it is. Times fly by. Hi, Sandy. Thanks for joining. Times do fly by. So I don't know if you were on. We're going to put a scrapbooking page together with the tag kit, the Nutcracker Tag Kit. And I do have one. So maybe we'll have a giveaway. Something exciting to do, isn't it? All right, so we'll go down to my table and we'll add my mug. There we are. All right, so I just want to remind everybody through the month of October, join my team for $125 worth of product for only $35. You can't go wrong. You know that your orders are more than $35. All right, so here are the Nutcracker tags. So I have them put together, but I don't have them tagged. All right, and I'll kind of show you that. That's the second one. That's the third one. Oh, and this guy, I forgot I didn't finish his beard. Oh, there he is. So I got one together, and so they're all, the hat, the beard, and the sentiment are all dimensionalized. Same thing, hat, beard, and dimension. This one has a little, yes, holly. They all have holly. I put them together a little bit ago. And this lady doesn't have anything we're going to accentuate on her face like the men have the beards and the boots. It's kind of fun. So we did her boots and her hat. All right, so there's the four. And then behind them, they have, so like the gal has this behind, and then you put them together with, didn't take me a long time to do this. So this one is the Shy Shamrock, same thing. So that just goes behind that one. This one is the Garden Green. And we have the gold silver here. Very, very pretty. And that one goes with that one. And then the last guy goes with the light. This is Granny Apple Green. Alrighty. So they're fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to find a really nice, I have a sentiment, I think peace, love, and joy, or peace on earth, we'll see. And then, you know what, I'm just going to take this out of my, so this is a tutorial book that I purchased, so I can't show you anything down there. Let me show you the page. It's a 12 by 12 volume 4 sketchbook from the creative design team. And the creative design team is made up of gals that were close to my heart, makers, and they joined Stamping Up. So, and they have several books now for templates and tutorials for their sketches. So this is the sketch we're going to do. All right. I don't have photos, but I have photo placers, so we won't lose it, and we'll do the best with what we have right now. I'm probably either going to have to come back and finish, or I'll finish it and then take the picture of it, but I am not sure what else that I have to embellish with besides these guys. So we'll see how it goes. We got the main thing for it. All right. I have been so dry today. So I believe I'm going to put and I'll keep the template there in case we need it. So this is pecan pie. So pecan pie in 12 by 12. I believe you can get that from, if you purchase the 12 by 12 sheets in the grouping of all the Regals, isn't it in the Regals, I believe? So you can do that. So I do have them worked up, but we are going to change things, but I have some ideas. All right, so I'm going to open. There we go. All right, so we have the 12 by 12. We're going to do a double page layout. Okay. So we have, oops, sorry, I just hit my computer. So we have gold. We have a 4 by 4 and a 6 by 4 here. Now I do have white underneath it because I have not decided if that's what I want to do. And then the same thing with this. So I have a 4 by 6 and some 3 by 4s or 4 by 3s, however you want to, whatever the correct mathematician way gets it done. Okay. And then we have these. So I believe I have, now these are not, they're not cut to where they're going to be cut. So I didn't want to do any excess cutting without I just wanted to make sure we liked where they were. All right, so, and this is from the Traditions of Christmas, the scrapbook page kit. So I don't know, I think I've shown it um, right here. So it has this really nice punch out Christmas, the most wonderful time of the year. It has some stickers down in here, poinsettias, numbers, and then it has all the paper that we're using tonight. All right. So yeah, I'm trying to, and like I said, they're not cut. They're long, so they're not quite ready. And so we're just going to play. So I just chose the paper because I liked the kit. So all the paper I chose comes from the colors that are in here. And you know that on the back of all of your instructions, there is always a coordinating Stampin' Up! Colors. Basic black, garden green, granny apple green, pecan pie, poppy parade, shy shamrock, and gold. Well, isn't this great? We have some Poppy Parade in gold, along with Cherry Cobbler, but you see where it lightens and blends there. We can go with it. We're going with it. Okay. So then we have some D. I need my two hands here. Some D is going to go here. I'm a big fat liar. D is going to go over here behind the C. And you know what's going to happen is I'm just going to put them in there the way we like them. I do all right with kits, but then I always just want to change them around. So that's what happens to me. So I like I'm not kits, but a template. You know, I kind of get there and then I just start moving things around. All right. So, and then the fun part is like this E is going to go down here. And then, oh, I was going to show you how I make these because I do them a little bit different. I can't go from here up. So I'm going to show you how I make the cut there. So, all right, here we go. Let's put these boys together. These nutcrackers. All right, so B is going to be 2 by 7.5, 2 by 7.5. So that's these guys. So we're going to cut them down to 7.5, which means we have to open up our, and you can go ahead and cut designer series paper a little bit, you know, 2 at a time. I don't really have any trouble with that. I'm just going to put that there so I don't forget. This is C 4 by 8.5. This is my C's. And then over here, 5.5 by 8.5. And this one I believe they use for some for some um, journaling, but I don't think that I'm going to need that for journaling. And then this B we already did. Now, I changed some things. So here we go. It looks like B, B is just a strip here, and it's pretty close to the edge. All right, from the what we're looking at. B is the strip there. C is going to be kind of cockeyed, but covered. Okay. And then D is going to be behind here and even and straight. But you're not going to see a lot of D, which makes me wonder why we're going to do so much with it. Okay, so there you have that. And then E, so this is what I did. I take the piece of paper, and this is 3¼ by 2½, and I'm just going to fold it in half without making a crease. Okay, and then I'm going to get my scissors, and I'm going to start at the corner, and I'm just going to go up just like that, and there you have it. And it's even, it's not wonky, and it is nicely scored, which is what I like. All right, and then this is going to go here at a, excuse me, at a kind of at a angle, and then this one is going to come down like it's doing the same thing, and it's going to go over all of that at an angle. I want to make sure that it looks kind of alrighty. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing with this one because we're going to need another one for the other side. Oops, my phone is going off here, sorry. All right, so there's that. Okay, but this one's going to go for that page. And then we have the big, all right, so we need whatever we have on one side, we have to have something with it on the other. Okay, and I kind of like to go right up to the edge, but we'll go halfway. We'll compromise and kind of go halfway. Then we're going to have our 4x6. I love these markers. Whenever you buy a scrapbooking kit, the markers come with it. So you'll get these, and then you have them for whenever you need a marker. All right. So that's the one side, and you're going to see gold on both sides. So it's just all about putting it together and having some gold show. Okay. All right, got my markers under the way. All right, so now we're going to do this side. And we have C. Oops. And what I do is I mark these on my own, you know. So that's going to kind of go kitty wampus. And then D is going to be straight on here as well. Okay. And then B is going to be like under here, but up a little bit. That way. Okie. That one seemed a little bit easier, didn't it? And then It's gonna kind of go that way. Okay, so far so good. Sandy, you're my only one here looking on. I hope you're kind of in the mood for scrapbooking. Sorry about that. All right, so down here is where we'll figure out a title. But what I want to do is we're going to put the E down here. And what's happening is it's going to be down a little lower because it wants us to put some embellishment here, and I'm not sure what I want to do that with. So here I would like to do the right one. Let me see. Gray-haired guy on the light. No, from this one. Okay. I'm going to cut this part. I want to take that loop off. That's going to put the baker's twine through it. And I'm just going to cut it around his head, just like that. Okay, so we just got rid of the loopy thing. And we're going to pop it up, kind of put it here. We'll give it a little pop, I promise. And then what I would like to see is a couple there. And then I am a fan of this Poppy Parade. There we go. And then this one is going to kind of come up here, kind of bring it up high. Maybe we'll put it up below. All right. All right, so here now, I would like to do, it needs a little bit of something. And I just don't know. It's going to turn a little bit that way. So here's my question. Too much gold. You're not going to be able to tell now because of the... So I think I do like the gold better than the white, because I put white underneath just to see, but I do like that gold. So you know what? We don't even need this. Perfect. But we need these. All right. So my thought was we're going to need some texture. So we're going to take this B and we're going to run it this way through the embossing folder, the 3D embossing folder, mini corrugated. All right, so we're going to go it this way, and then we're going to flip it over and do it again. Okay, so because I have this everything set up, it's going to be difficult to do it So I probably will do it on my lap. I also have puppy dogs right under my chair. Oops. That'll give us some texture. And that's how you do. I'll show you how we set it up. All right, so we have this texture here. We're going to flip it over. And I'm going to put there, right where it was on the last one. Like it. And it looks like we missed a tad bit on the bottom of this other one. Let's see. We can't get that one to do what we want. So see how that met right up and you can't even tell that we put it in twice? Yeah, maybe a little bit there, but nobody's going to see that. So we're going to do the same thing here. You'll be able to feel it get in and it won't come out where it's at. So that way, do again. We're just going to go through right where that is and then we'll come back up. Perfect. All right. So far, so good. Made a mess. Typical. Nothing on a mess, girl. So the B is going to be straight. The C is going to be that away. And you go here. All right. What do we think? Could you cut a gold strip instead of using the whole piece of gold? I thought of that, and we could go in and cut out the gold here. We could. We could do that. What I'm going to do right now, because it's driving me nuts, is I'm going to kind of put this down. So this is kind of close over. And then C covers that and goes up. And then D goes just above it and straight. All right. And then these little guys, if you are able to tuck them in, go underneath everybody, which I think I put it down too low. Go. Happens quite often. All right. And the same thing with this one. Sorry, I feel like I'm coming off. This one's going to go under both. Just a little bit more. Right. So I got to fix it up there just a tad bit, but I don't want to. Okay, so to answer, so we're going to kind of go in, go up, down, down. And we could have done a little bit more spandy on the one side. There we go. And then nobody will see that. And then we don't waste as much of the gold paper. Thank you, Sandy, for reminding me about that. Oh, but you know what? I gotta put picture. Well, that should be okay because they touch. So the picture should go here and then here. So that should work. There we go. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to put the gold down. I'm going to go as close as I can, like that. Okay, so then that's straight. All right, and then we're going to get as close as we can with equal. There we go. All right, and then the same thing, we're just going to do And so what I will plan to do is I will cut my pictures down by 1/8 of an inch, and then they will have the white underneath showing. So just like that. It's not even on the side, but I'm not going to worry too much, only because we will have embellishments over here too. Yep, and that's what I did. So this one's going to go up into there, like that, and then this one is going to have just a little showing, and it's going to be like that. Okay. So it's always good not to put adhesive right at the edges of your, so that when you're tucking in your embellishments at the end, that you are, able to get up and underneath there. Okay. So I'm going to do this guy because he's green, but maybe we should believe and go, but I already cut him off. Let me see. Where did I put the little dude? Here he is. Oh, look at that. I did that. See? So we could even put him off a little bit. We could. Well, I guess the berries are already on there, but you could, I already put mine together, but you could actually have taken the berries and put them underneath or on top of his hand, and then you would have a little bit more here. So that's another idea. Okay. So I'm going to take, it says Granny Apple Green, but I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what other colors we have working here. I wish we could put some we do not have any sorry, it's off the paper. Any secret C in here, but we could incorporate it in with some of the poinsettias. We do have some. All right, let's put this side together so that we can kind of figure out our poinsettias. All right. So we want our C, which is going to be a little cockeyed. And then our D's above it. And straight. And then our B is here and there. Okay. Yeah, if you planned a little ahead of time, you could probably save some paper. Sandy, I think you're right. But I was just so excited to get done, and I cannot. Well, I've already put paper on it, but or adhesive, I mean. Where did I put that? I was going to see about we could corrugate this C. Where did it go? I can't do it if I'm missing the. Does anybody ever do that? Please tell me it's not just me. You used it, it's right here in front of you, and it's gone. It's so weird. It's not even in, not in my chair. Oh, it's in here. It's right where it was. It's right where it's supposed to be. All right. So we will put those here. So for this one, we're going to put it in this way. And we're going to, no, but we can't because we can't. But this will work. This will work. Because we did the other one in the same direction, so we got to have a direction here. All right. You lose everything too, huh, Sandy? I do there. Oh, it's sticking. So now we're going to put it in right where we'll get it tucked. Good. Oops, I heard it crunch. I think it was because I was a little off, but it didn't crunch the paper. Yay. All right, so we'll put the embossing folder in there. All right. And then C is like that. below it. And like that. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, poop. The seal too, you cannot push down hard. It just doesn't let you. Now it's going to give me a hard time with this. And this I even had closed. All right, here we go. Just love it a little bit. Don't push down hard. All right. I don't think it's going to let me. All right. Down below the D. Cutting one this way. Call it flat. Okay. Come back with this. Get them even here. We're going to kind of put this here. Okay. And I can't do any of that with this, Sandy, because the pictures go straight across. I won't have anything to hold it on to, unfortunately. Just like that. All right. And then it's 4 by 4 and 4 by 6. So I'm just going to put a little bit here for the 4 by 4 and a little bit here for the 4 by 6. Like that. All right. And then we're going to take our red. We're going to cut it. Oops, I have two there. And then our green. And we put our green here and our red here. And do it that way. Okay, then we will add our girly. Gotta have a girly. And part of me do so I'm gonna cut her so she's there and here, you know, because sometimes they're really tall, those nutcrackers. All right, and then the other one is a gentleman. Oops, and if you see, there's a little spot in the cheer that I didn't get. There it goes. Perfect. I just had to cut them in half because you know they're really long. Oops, and then I gotta get that because the sentiment was sticking with where the sentiment was one piece. There we go. All right. So we were talking about adding some color here and adding some, we could take, you know what, I don't want to take that. We have some, we have that black infused with the gold. So let's try that. Um, Nope, I'm going to wrap it around. I cut the right one. I did. I did. Whew. Just want to bring them down here. I find scrapbooking very hard to do on live, so bear with me. There's just so much to think about. So we'll put it. I don't know if I like it. I like the idea of it. So we might be able to do. I do like the idea of the this pink flower. So we do this kind of here. We can bring this guy down around here. And then I don't know if 2 is going to be too much. But this flower here, because of my lady. I don't know if it's even big enough. So we could, because yeah. So this is what I do. I just talk to myself and see what I can come up with. Oh, you know what? That's what's missing over here. It's my other thingy. It's a good thing we didn't put those down here. Let me double check if it's cockeyed or not. Yeah, it's a little cockeyed, so we'll go this way. Okay. All right, so that helps with bringing out the filling out here and here. All right, let's see. I don't know. I wonder if I put on, when I get the title on, if oh my gosh, guys, I'm sorry, it's almost an hour. if it, yeah, I wonder. So I'm going to put some dimensionals on here, maybe. I do need to scrapbook more. I miss it. I do have my card class tomorrow evening, and we're going to do a lot of the fall stuff, the uh, gathering bundle. Oh my gosh, it's totally gone out of my, totally right out of my head. I think I'm going to bring it out over here. All right, I kind of like this page. What I need are some sprigs. So I'll have to see what I have. I do not think I have any sprigs that are, yeah. So I'll have to add those, and then maybe I can add it to the title up here. Yes and no. Well, the white part are the where the pictures go, Sandy, not necessarily the um this is what where these are taking the place of the pictures, or picture placers. Placers. Yeah, this one's a little crooked. Do not like crooked. There we go. It's better. So they both need something. So when this happens, I just kind of walk away for a little bit, think about what I want to put there, because I'll think about it while I'm trying to go to sleep. And then I really think that we need um, I need some, I need some sprigs, some bows, I guess, Christmas bows. And then we can add from there. Yeah, and I might do some things to my, see when it tries to fly up on its own, that gives me ideas. So yeah, so this is where we'll stop for tonight. I will look around at it, and then I will come back and let you know what I did. I and if you have any ideas for me, please share them, because I'm always open for ideas. All right. Okie doke. Thank you so much. I knew this was going to be tough and it wasn't going to be finished, because I don't want to, you don't want to waste it, and I want to make sure everything's where I need it to be. And I may have some pictures, Sandy, you're right. So maybe I know, I sort of know right where they are to put in there. So yeah, we definitely will do that. All right. Well, thanks, Sandy, for hanging with me. I will I'll see you tomorrow night at class. And if you're watching the replay, please let me know, and hashtag replay, and give a comment to let me know you're here. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening. See you tomorrow, Sandy. Bye-bye.